In the previous scenario, we've actually exposed our APIs to external traffic, but one thing that we have not done in that scenario is securing that access. So in this scenario 3, we'll be covering how to secure our access to external traffic by leveraging 3Scale API management and putting our API behind the API cast gateway that comes with 3Scale API management and authenticate all the partner apps using API keys that are generated by 3Scale, and also as a part of it, record analytics in terms of the usage of the APIs by different partner applications. You can see the different partner applications that are trying to access our APIs in the architecture diagram. Here we have the green partners, blue partners, red partners trying to access the API through the API cast gateway, behind which our original backend API is sitting and is being protected. The API cast gateway in turn interacts with the API manager, where all the authentication information is stored, and things such as rate limits, analytics, everything, everything is recorded. So let's jump into the scenario and see how it's actually achieved. So just a heads up, we've already secured our API using Red Hat 3Scale API management. So if the partner apps without any authentication keys or API keys would not be able to access the APIs, and that's what we are going to see first. So this is the Red Partner app that you'll see, which will help you book tickets from their own website. So as you can see, they're not able to access the API, and let's go ahead and explore why they are not able to do that. So we've deployed this Red app on our OpenShift cluster, and let's check why it's not able to access the API here. So let's go to the deployment of the Red Portal app and check the environment variables. Right, as you can see here, it has an API user key value, which, you know, currently there is a placeholder text there. We need to replace it with the actual API key that will authenticate it against Red Hat 3Scale, and then give permission for the app to access the API exposed by the travel agency. Now let's log into Red Hat 3Scale API management platform and get this API secret so that the the Red app will start working again. So let's first log into 3Scale here. The username is admin, and you can get the password by putting this command into the remote machine where you installed OpenShift. This is it. This is the password. So copy the password and let's go back to our 3Scale login and sign up. Uh, so the travel demo partner product, this is the API that is managed in 3Scale that is of our interest here. So let's go ahead and check our applications here, and when you go there, you can actually see the Red app, and the Red app is registered for this travel demo partner product, and you can see the user key is Red Secret. So copy this Red Secret and replace it in the OpenShift console in the under the deployments and hit save. As soon as you do that, the pod should restart, and in a couple of minutes, when you go ahead and refresh your partner app, you should be able to see the list of cities and actually make a booking. So this shows that once you give the API key that is um, allocated by 3Scale, the external applications and external partners should be able to access your APIs, and provide all the information that is necessary. So for the other two partner apps, which are the green app and blue app, we've already added the API keys, so you should be able to access them directly. So if you check that out, the green app should be able to show you a list of cities, and once you choose the dates, you should be able to see the list of flights, hotels, etc. Same case with the blue app. So the green app and blue app, we've already added the API keys, so that's why you're able to see them. For the red app, we didn't add because we wanted you to go through this exercise and understand where we are actually getting the API keys from and how you can leverage 3Scale API management for that. And another next part is 3scale API management is just not used for authentication purposes. You can also use it to monitor and analyze your external API calls. And you can look at a bunch of analytics on how many calls a certain app has made and at what time, during what time period, etc. Right? For that, we have to first emulate a bunch of API calls as if they are made from these apps. So I'll just run this for loop which simulates these calls as if they are made from the partner apps. And once this is run, you can actually go back to 3scale API management admin portal, the product, and navigate to say the application. For example, let's say the red app, and click on analytics. You can actually see how many calls the red app has made in the last 24 hours. You can check 7 days period if your environment has been up for the last 7 days or so, and get different types of information, right? And not just that, you can also upload your API documentation directly as a part of your CI/CD process into 3scale API management. And partners can directly check how the API works, what type of input it takes, and try out your API, so that they don't have to reach out to you or your engineers on to ask about how the API works. So that's the convenience that 3scale API management provides. Not just security, it provides information about around analytics. It also provides an out of box developer portal and all types of information, including rate limiting, etc. So that brings us to the end of scenario 3. Now let's check out our scenario 4, where we'll be trying to secure our internal API access.